Hello, fellow overthinkers, metalheads, and neurodiverse people of all ages and genders. Turn it up and let's talk. My name is Chris.
I'm Mari.
And this is Breakdowns and Breakthroughs. Mari, what is today's episode?
Today, we're going to talk about music and mental health. So we've done a few researches throughout the weeks, and I think we have good content today, Chris. Are you excited?
Very excited, very pumped for this, very, very pumped for this. I always look forward to doing these recordings with you. I
know, because I've been thinking, oh my God, we so need an episode on music, right?
Definitely, 100%. I mean, that's our main driver for this podcast as well as the mental health. We use it for the music and how the music helps. And this is probably the reason why we're doing this recording today. So.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the reason why we're friends in the first place.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so hello guys, I'm Mari, and I am a metalhead addict. And what I want to bring here is how people perceive metalheads. So I want to start with that, and I want to go to you, Chris. How do you feel that society in general perceive metalheads?
Well, this comes down to, again, what I've said on reels and stories that we've posted on our social media, like the myths that, like, let's just say a tattooed man walks into a shop, this tattooed guy with a bald head, he's got 20 piercings, he looks like an evil henchman from an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, he looks like he's going to rob the shop, but in fact, it's probably just Dave, he's a software engineer and he's just editing the latest Pixar movie. He's just like a nice, normal guy. And many people just perceive this guy to be, just on the way he looks, just to be an absolute menace to society, which is completely untrue. And you see all these people at festivals, you see them at gigs, and they are the sweetest people. I've said it in the past, and I'll keep saying it. The metal community is an amazing, amazing community. So yeah, that's how I think that people perceive them, and these guys are not nothing like what people think they are.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I'm going to start my new job, isn't it? Well, it's pretty much the same job, but in a different place. So I went there to bring my passport and all the details to get the contract. And then there's two girls there that I saw having a vape outside of the office. And then I was like, oh, I hope they work there because they're so cool. Because one of them, she had this massive, massive blue hair. And she was like all rock and roll and full of dreads. And then she had like a denim jacket with some patches on it. And it was like
cool,
Mastodon. It had like Iron Maiden, kind of old school for me because
We're metalcore,
a metalcore girl. But I was like, I want to be friends with her.
I mean, just the way these people look. I get quite bored of how people just walking down the street just looking normal, jeans, t-shirt. Yeah. I mean, look at me. I'm wearing jeans and t-shirt. I'm in normal attire at this moment in time, but I've got my patch jacket for when I take to festivals. I don't have any piercings anymore, but I do have the tattoos. But yeah, I get bored of people just being like a normal look. If I see somebody, it's not that exciting. But if I see somebody walking towards me with blue dreads and like patch jackets and everything, I'd be like, dude, fist bump. You know what I mean?
The other one as well, she was wearing like this nice dress full of skulls and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, I have a girl crush on them. I want to be friends with them. You know what I mean? So I got into the office, and the blue hair one, I don't know their names, and I'm gonna try to keep it private as well. So the one with the blue hair one, she's actually a nurse. She's a drug and alcohol nurse that assess people that are battling recovery addiction. You know what I mean? How wonderful is that? She's there helping people.
So this is like today's society, right? If you were to walk into a job in the NHS in the 1980s, 1990s with blue dreads, tattoos, piercings and everything, you're going in for an interview, they're not going to hire you. They're going to see you and think, I mean, come on.
Threaten, I
Yeah.
guess.
You're in an interview now. You're in an interview for a job. You're going to have to see these patients. These patients are going to see you and think, oh my God, she looks terrifying. But this day and age,
it's awesome.
Well, to us, but it's like you've got different generations in hospitals, especially in the NHS.
Mm.
So, I mean, I'm quite happy that companies that interview people now have more of an open mind, because this day and age, you do have quite a lot of alternative people out there with tattoos. Tattoos are a thing.
So yeah, people think that heavy music makes you angry, isn't it? So they link our style and our lifestyle as well, isn't it? That go to gigs and stuff like
Mm.
that. They link that to anger,
Yeah.
which it can't be far from what actually science says about it.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, yeah,
Like,
actually science, that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
we
Science.
all love science. We all love the research. Yeah, so it brings out the truth of the matter. But I say to people that I'm a metalhead, right? I listen to really, really loud metalcore and deathcore music. If I listen to bands like Thought to Prevail, Lorna Shore, or Not to Loose, and let's be honest, I'm not hardly listening to Taylor Swift or whoever's popular in the charts these days that many people listen to. But if I
I
listen,
must say, I don't even know the songs.
no,
Like, I
neither
don't
do
even
I.
know. It's not part of my life
But
at all.
if I show somebody these bands that I listen to, they're just going to think I'm going to go home and start punching furniture and kicking down tables and just having my own mosh pit in my own flat. When actually, in fact, I'm dancing around, hoovering up or dusting tops. Slaughter to Prevail's on, and I'm like, "Ooh-de-da-de-da."
There's some
That's
memes going around as well. It's like how people think metalheads are, and it's like whoa, and then there's like the crowd going around, and it's like doo-doo-doo.
oh my god. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of misconceptions out there about heavy music, and people just think it's anger. I actually remember watching. It was called The Dirt, the movie documentary based on Motley Crue
Yes, I've seen it.
in 1980s, and there was a part of that uh, film where there was a news broadcaster talking about the song "Shout at the Devil," and they were saying that it's it's devil's music. People who listen to this music and create it are people who worship the devil. And that misconception, obviously, it's not true, is it? I don't fucking worship the devil. I love that track. Many people
Yeah.
back then probably weren't listening to it, but they relate to the music. The music helped them in a way that it helps us now. It helps us mentally. And mental health back then wasn't much of a thing as it is now. But
It's a miracle.
subconsciously, yeah, subconsciously it helped them, and that's the reason why people listen to the music. That's the reason why people listened to Black Sabbath back in the day. Relatable music, AC/DC, all this stuff that the generation before in the 60s and 70s just thought of as noise, and this noise is helpful noise, really.
But
So
yes, so the Motley Crue in Decades in that film, I think it's because they're just really drunk and really high on drugs and being crazy, isn't it?
oh,
Throwing things out of the window in hotel rooms. But I think that was in the 80s. I don't think that happens nowadays. Actually, the musicians that I follow and the people that I listen to, it's more of the opposite. They're more in for mental health, for looking after yourself, for being more emotionally intelligent, for respecting others, and having more of a society that is more respectful in the differences. So I think it's more that nowadays, and I think that stigma on metal people, it's breaking a little bit, and it's good that we're bringing this up. But also, I want to bring it up, the effects that this music have on people and
oh,
how it helps. So for me, music is pretty much therapy. It helps a lot with my anxiety. It makes me feel connected. Like if you're suffering from a heartbreak, then I put like something, let me be sad from I prevail. Yeah.
already Sleep Token song. So
Yeah, Sleep
the
Token.
the Sleep Token discography just got me through bad times. Just put that on and just listen through. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
another thing that we need to take in relevance here that is that obviously, even though we are metalheads, we need to understand that not just metal is linked to therapy, depression, and all that to help with mental health. But also, it's just not metal, but also all the other songs as well, all the other music. But
Hmm.
I brought into this episode some proper studies on metal specifically, but also the other pop or country or whatever people listen to. Because
Yeah.
guys, you're gonna have to excuse me because I don't know anything about anything else about I just know metal. I don't know anything else. You know what
Same.
I mean?
Same.
So maybe someone can educate me on other songs. I might
Maybe
be
we need
real.
to bring a guest on to educate us.
Well, maybe, yes.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, group music, which is bands, isn't it? It's making a lot of well-being things. It makes you feel like you're part of a community, a sense of being as well. Like because we are more alternative, we dress a little bit different, we have tattoos and all that. That is the whole center of you belong somewhere. You
Mm.
belong into this group of people. You're not
Yeah.
alone. A sense of self and a sense of community, which I completely love it.
Yeah, I agree. There is no greater sense of community, right, than being in a metalhead community when you're at a festival or a gig and some person's on the stage telling you to run around in a fucking circle.
I would jump like a monkey.
There is no greater sense of community than that. So
That reminds me of the Slipknot because I've been to Slipknot was my favorite band for the longest time. Obviously, I kind of my musical taste kind of swift a little bit from new metal to metalcore. And I remember every time I went to Slipknot concert, every time Corey Taylor would tell you to go down
sit down.
before
Yeah.
before I spit it out. And then everybody, I mean, guys, like thousands of people going down like this and just waiting for a good minute there holding. I never go to the gym. You know what I mean? And then you go like, try now. I'm 41 for fuck's sake,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I don't do it anymore, guys.
We,
Don't.
we did.
I'm
We
too
did
old.
do it. We did do it. We did it for Whiplash Architects. We both
Did
did it.
do it.
Yeah, yeah. I got a video of it.
Stop. So yeah, you go down, you wait a good minute, and then he goes like, spit it, and everybody start jumping around like crazy maniacs. I love it. Like that gives me a sense of belonging. It gives me a sense of love. It gives me like,
Yeah.
oh, this is so amazing. It's just fulfills me in every sense. Metal is just and the thing is, I listened to metal since I was like 11, 12. And
Yeah, I
people
think
are
I'm
like, oh,
about the
it's just a
same.
phase. It is not a phase. I'm
It's a
41 now.
lifestyle. It is
It's a
not a phase.
lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. So, okay, I'm going to throw some stats now, isn't it? So,
Okay.
over 2,000 people were studied when music comes to anxiety. And clinical trials with 400 plus participants showed that music therapy reduced depression. Let's
Yeah.
tone it up a little bit.
Okay.
Reduce depression. I have a lot of people in my life at this stage of our life that suffer from depression. I think most of us. I think I think it was with you. I don't remember who I was speaking to, but it's just like we got into a certain point of our lives that we gather enough history. It was
Yeah.
you that said that, wasn't it?
Right.
We gather history and traumas and
I don't think I
hopefully
said history. I think we get to a point where we're at 40 years old. Where the only way I can best describe this is you've moved house and you're grabbing all your bags and then you're taking all these bags into this house and all these bags are all of your emotions, are all of your feelings, are all of your past traumas, and you're dragging them into this house. And that's the best way of describing it, because you don't get to 40 years old and be, I'm happy. No, there's no way. There is absolutely no way you get to that and you are like, yeah, nothing in my life has ever happened. Nothing bad has ever happened to me in my life before. You've lived 40 years, guy. Come on. Something definitely
right.
has happened. You have
Yeah.
baggage. Everybody
Yeah.
has. There's nobody out there that does not, at 40 years old, that hasn't lived that life, that does
Yeah.
not have or
And
has
if you
not
have
experienced
lived
depression.
and if you have lived your life that long without having any baggage, please go find a girlfriend or go find a boyfriend that is going to create crazy in your life. You know, find some problems to solve, man. You know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean? Make some debts. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or something. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have some emotions in your life. But yeah, so as you said, everybody has baggage, and those baggage can create a lot of mental health issues, such as depression, anxiety, and all that. And if you can tune, if you suffer from depression, you would understand. I suffer from depression, so I know how it feels like, and it's something that I don't want to feel it again. I had peaks of my depression that I didn't want to leave the bed. I forced myself because I have two kids. And one thing I would say is that those little kids, they're 6 years old, they saved my life
And
because
they annoy the shit out of me.
fucking hell they do. They're annoying, but the motherfuckers, they did save my life, because if it wasn't for them, I'm pretty sure that I would have attempted suicide, or at least managed to do it. So I didn't attempt or didn't do anything because of them. So my children say I gave them life, they saved mine. So it's amazing. And if you can tune it down, your depression, using music, it's a very, very, very healthy way to do it. Because if you think about the antidepressants, they are very harmful for your liver, because the antidepressants are processed on your liver, and that's why the doctors tell you not to drink while you're having antidepressants, because it puts a strain on your liver.
Okay.
Obviously the liver, they heal, isn't it? But there's so much it can take, isn't it? So quick health advice here: if you are concerned about your liver, because drinks, no judgment here, you can drink as much as you want, drinks, antidepressants, drugs, whatever, and you want to have a check, go to your GP and ask for a fiber scan. Yeah, a fiber scan. They should show the health of your liver, and then you can take it from there. Sorry,
Always
I just needed
helpful.
to give some.
Always helpful, aren't you, Mary? Very helpful, especially to our community that we're building.
Hopefully, that's what I'm trying.
So, yeah, we're talking about therapy and music. And yeah, I think venting through music is definitely 100% like therapy, isn't it? Like most therapists are charging 100, well, 80 plus pound an hour, or whatever it is. But my therapist is Spotify, and I pay £11 a month. So,
I pay 5 because I'm a
I,
student.
and you wonder why I've not gone back to therapy, Mary.
Oi,
My therapy's online Spotify,
and me.
listening to shouty music all day at work and all day at weekends.
Yeah.
That's what gets me through the day.
No,
I love music.
yeah, the music is great. I wake up listening to music and I go to bed listening to music. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
I had my mental health check with my therapist last week. It was great. The stuff that you find out about yourself it's like sometimes it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anywho, talking about WHO, so a WHO report has shown that 900 plus studies, not people, studies has shown that music helps with mental health. So 900 studies on it. Yeah, so if you guys will get very curious about it, go on Google Scholars.
We'll provide a link.
Scholar.
I'm sure we'll provide a link at some point in any
I
description.
can put the Google Scholar there. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so music isn't passive. It's a tool that people use to cope. Yeah. Now our favorite bit, which is heavy music. Okay, so let's talk about music and the whole anger processing. Yeah.
Okay.
So on the study that I looked into, 0% increase anger. So they did a study with, I think it was about 43 people. It wasn't a big amount of people, but all of them, 0%. Yeah. Said that heavy music higher your anger. It actually either stays the same or helps you calm down. Yeah.
I've got a question actually. So it's 0% in anger in listening to extreme music.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, does that include every piece of music, or is it just extreme music? Because
That is just angry music, like I mean heavy music.
that makes sense,
That is
right?
study
'Cause
specific for heavy music.
that makes sense because when I'm in the car, I'm less likely to get road rage when I'm listening to heavy music. However, when my son's in the car listening to I Love My Poop songs, comedy I Love My Poop songs, I'm getting annoyed thinking about it, by the way. But if some
I know.
guy cuts me up, I'm like, anger music, that's fine. I love my poop. I love, no, 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 no,
No,
no.
no, 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 no. Okay, so which that means that heavy music does not escalate your emotions. It regulates you process them. I'm not saying that heavy music fix you. Oh, I'm angry and then I'm gonna listen to some metal and I'm okay. No, it's not fucking miracle work. You know what I mean? So what it means is that you put some heavy music on, obviously if that's your taste. So yeah, it helps you process those feelings. So it's like you're frustrated with something and then you just put something that you really enjoy, and then you're going to be, because even though you were listening to music, you're still going to think about whatever happened that made you
Oh,
frustrated. But while you're listening to it, it gives you like that calming, soothing kind of feeling, and then you can process whatever happened and the frustration, why you got frustrated, better.
yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not calming down, it's helping you process what's already there. Yeah. Do you think, Chris, that metal makes people worse?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it makes people worse whatsoever. I think, if anything, it makes people more happy. You get a lot of upbeat tempo music, but then you also get a lot of ballady tracks that help people.
Let me
So
be
that you got
sad.
exactly. Not every heavy metal song is scream and double bass kicks. You have your ballads as well. So
Yeah.
I don't think it makes people worse at all. I think if anything, it's a driver for happiness because it's so upbeat most of the time, and then if you want to have some emotional music to let your feels come out, then it's got that as well. So it's making people better. It's not making people worse. If you go to a heavy
No.
metal person, you go to the community, if we did any interviews at gigs and festivals asking people this question, they'd probably agree. They'd probably
That's
agree that,
what, yeah, sorry. That's what I want to bring. So there's no evidence
mm,
that metal worsen your mental health at all. In
mm.
fact, metal people, fans, yeah, they reported to have a much higher happiness youth.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
See,
So
so I'm a
yes,
metal, well, obviously I'm a metalhead. I've been a metalhead for years, and so have you. And I'm pretty sure that you've had a very good childhood as well. I was a very happy child. We had a good family. I was well looked after. I don't think there was any anger apart from maybe when my mother came back from work on an evening and me and my sister had eaten all the packets of quavers in the pantry and she'd only bought the day before or something. Have you eaten all the quavers?
you need to go to therapy for that.
That's the only anger I can think of. But yeah, so I mean, as a child as well, well, not child, maybe like teenager, we had a very big metal community, alternative community back in Leeds. Probably more alt than Manchester, actually thinking about it. Back in like early 2000s or something.
That is gone now.
Oh, it's gone now. Yeah, 100% gone now. But I don't know if you know the Corn Exchange in
Manchester all the
Leeds.
way.
Do you know the Corn Exchange in Leeds?
Yeah.
The Corn Exchange. Yeah. Well, that was a
Yeah.
hangout. That was a hangout,
Oh,
a
in the
big
stairs,
hangout.
isn't it? I heard that before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big hangout for multiple goths and metalheads. Right. It was a complete sea of black. And if you don't believe me, go on Google because there's photos of many of them, right? But if you imagine, yeah, if you imagine 100 goths dressed in all black in the middle of summer, we're too dehydrated to feel sad or any emotion, right? So the only thing we can do is feel happy because yay, we're hanging around with our friends. We're all dressed in black, but fucking hell, it's warm. But yeah, I mean, I was hanging around that spot like late teens, maybe 15, 16, 17, something on those lines. And that community was a brilliant community. There was no violence. But there was, I don't want, it's like a little civil war, a mini civil war in the UK of goths and metalheads versus chavs. Do you remember Sophie Lancaster? Have you ever
No,
heard of, you don't know who Sophie Lancaster is?
no.
Here's a bit of education for you. So there's a stage at Bloodstock Festival dedicated to Sophie Lancaster. Sophie was a goth alternative girl, and she was walking through a park one day with her boyfriend, and they got stopped by a bunch of young people. Let's say young people. They got stopped by young people who basically didn't like the way they looked. They didn't like the way that they were dressed. They were alternative people. They were dressed alternative. Sophie and her boyfriend, and Sophie got killed. She got
Oh.
murdered in the park.
So how? Like, did they beat her to death?
Yeah, and so they basically laid into both of them. Sophie died, but her boyfriend survived,
Jesus.
and they dedicated a stage to it. It's still dedicated there now, the Sophie Lancaster stage at Bloodstock.
Oh, that's
It's been
beautiful.
there for years. This happened for, I don't know, 20 years ago, maybe more. It's a long time ago. So yeah,
But
that's
still.
yeah, exactly. So people who back then, obviously the alternative community, all dressed in black and everything, we're not violent people. There might be some people out there at the metal community that are on their own. Maybe they are violent. I'm not saying that the whole of the metal community are like
Perfect.
perfect. We're not. We're not. There are some people out there that do give us a bad name, but the the community that we had back when I was in Leeds and we had all these goths around, we were just sat there chatting and playing music. We were just a nice community listening to music and just having a good chat.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
So yeah, so metal is not harmful. It's more of a protective during difficult times,
Yeah.
protective actions that you can take for yourself. And it's also linked to the teenage years. So I think that a lot of us we started listening to metal very young
I
and
think
then
we
grew
were
up.
rebellious, weren't we? I started off on the popular bands, the really popular heavy metal bands that were out at the time, and then obviously I gradually evolved into where I am now with the metalcore and the deathcore, because obviously the music scene evolves as well with
Which I
different
love it.
genres.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with different genres happening every like decade or so, because deathcore and metalcore weren't around when I was listening to. I
Mm.
mean, there might have been essences of them like Lamb of God and Killswitch Engage, but nobody was calling Lamb of God and Killswitch Engage at the time metalcore. They
No.
were just like, I don't know, like a more hardcore version of heavy metal or new metal. But now we've got these designated genres. So yeah, it's like I think as a kid, you were rebelling against the music that your parents listened to, because you don't really want to be seen listening to the same stuff as your parents.
Really?
Do you not think? I don't. I didn't think. I mean, I didn't want to be seen listening to Robbie Williams. Why would I imagine me listening to Robbie Williams or what's Take That, or you probably won't even know these bands, will you? Because you're
I
from
know
Brazil.
Take That, and I
All right.
know Robin Williams.
All
Yes.
right. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, it's many kids. I think that's the reason that they move into different genres of music.
I don't know if it's because I was trying to escape my parents, because I always been, especially when I was a kid, I was a very good kid. I was not
Oh,
rebellious. I would do as I told and everything until I became a teenager, and then things changed. But I was a very attached to my parents. I would be around them. I wanted to be with them and stuff. I think it's just part of who I am, really. I didn't learn it from anybody, because obviously my parents weren't metalheads or anything like that. They listened
I've just had
to
a thought
Brazilian
though.
pop song.
I've had a thought that, like I've said before about ADHD and neurodiverse people having a correlation with heavy music and the screaming music and that making them calm down. Maybe, and I know that you said that you're not diagnosed with ADHD or neurodiverse, but maybe there is some sort of correlation there, and maybe you are having traits, and maybe because it is a very calming thing. Some people just don't see someone screaming down a microphone as being very calm. Some people might. How can you? How can you meditate to this? How can you lay down on a bed with your eyes closed, listening to Lorna Shore, listening to Slaughter, listening to yeah? How can you lay down on a bed with it? It's easy for me because to me it calms my brain down. It stops the overthinking, and I think that maybe because I was undiagnosed as a child with ADHD. I was very late diagnosed. And now thinking back, maybe that's the reason why potentially I did get into it. Maybe it wasn't rebellious nature. Maybe rebellious nature was part of it, but maybe it was down to being neurodiverse as well. I mean, who
Yeah.
knows?
Or maybe just is who I am, and
Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah.
Don't have to put a label on it, do we?
Have you got any more
So,
stats for us, Marilia?
no, I just want to close it down this section, which is it's linked to the teenage years, the the feeling of being misunderstood. So maybe that I could have felt very misunderstood when I was a child. Not something that I worked on therapy and something that affects me nowadays. Very proud of who I am and using music and as an outlet for your feelings and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah. Now, sad and dark music. Why do you think that sad/dark music helps?
Oh, well, okay. I think I listen to sad music as therapy because it kind of it's like listening to a sad song, like a breakup sad song, or listening to something about a person who has experienced grief or trauma that somebody can relate to. So you can listen to the lyrics, you can relate to them, and I think they help because you have someone singing about something that you have actually been through. Personally, listening to Sleep Token for me, the whole discography, when I was going through breakups or the divorce that I was going through at the time, that was very helpful to me. It helped me get through a lot of bad times. It actually made me feel a lot happier because I knew I wasn't alone. I was, I was, somebody was singing about something that had happened that was really bad to them. And then I was thinking, oh shit, yeah, that's happened to me. I'm not alone in this. I can actually like relate to that music. So yeah, I think
You felt
that's the reason.
understood.
Exactly. It's like yeah, definitely, definitely. It's like
Yeah.
not being alone in a situation, having someone going through that same situation as well, and then yeah, you kind of understand, and that person it feels like that person understands you as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that
And yeah, that's exactly what the study shows. The majority of listening report comfort and not distress.
exactly.
Yeah, so that was on the studies and sad music is different of making things worse. It
Hmm,
helps you feel understood, it helps you process emotions. So it's not making you sad, it's making you feel less alone.
correct.
Okay, so music as emotional tool. Yeah, stats for us. At least 7 different emotional regulation strategies through music. I'm not saying heavy music. Now we're coming into the whole,
The whole genre,
you know,
different genres. Yeah,
pop, country, even EDM.
yeah. Electronic dance
It,
music, is that what that
there's
stands for?
EDM. EDM, yes, EDM.
It is.
So yeah, at least 7 different emotional regulation strategies through music. Music help reduce stress faster by lowering cortisol. So there where we go to the science. Cortisol,
Ah,
for who doesn't know, is the stress hormones, is the flight or fight hormone. So you get into that stage there, you're like, and obviously it's good to have certain amount of cortisol in your body. Like when you wake up, it's good to have your cortisol balanced. Not that we 40-year-olds do because we need a coffee as soon as we wake up. It's like I could wake up with a coffee in my hand. That would be great. You know what I mean? But yeah, so what happens throughout your day, you would have like a peak of cortisol in the morning when you wake up so you can get things done and stuff.
ah.
And obviously throughout the day you start dropping your cortisol. And it's saying that music helps you. That stress hormone that is produced by your brain. Once you listen to music, that stress hormone is going to go down faster.
Yes.
Look how amazing that is.
Yep. I
Like
can
it's
feel it as
amazing.
well.
I think it's like fascinating. That's the word. I
That's,
find it fascinating. But it is though, like that
yeah.
music, you're listening to music can actually physically affect your production of cortisol, not production, but lower your levels of hormone in your body. I think
Do
that's
you not feel it
fascinating.
working? Like, do you not feel it working? I felt this working before. Like I've had, you know, when you wake up on the wrong side of bed and stuff happens that you don't really want it to happen. Like you would get out of bed and you'd be like, okay, and you walk downstairs and all of a sudden, oh fuck, I've got a flat tire. Now I've got to get it for public transport to work, and you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed, and you're feeling
It's
fuck
one of
life.
those days.
Yeah. And then you get to work and you put your headphones on and then the music's on and then all of a sudden your mood just tends to recharge. And then I felt that happening loads of times. I
Yeah, yeah,
feel
me too.
like I don't want to talk to anybody. I feel like fucking life is fucking hard. And then music is on. And then all of a sudden I'm bopping away at my desk, my feet tapping away. I feel sorry for people at work. Actually, I work on the second floor on a two floor office. People work below, and whenever I'm listening to really heavy music with double bass kicks, I'm trying to replicate those
Love
double
it.
bass kicks, and I'm like, the people on the lower floor must be like thinking, "What the fuck is that guy doing up there?" So yeah, so yeah, my mood could be like really bad on the morning, and then by afternoon, after I've recharged with some really fucking heavy metal music and I've annoyed the shit out of the people on the first floor, then I kind of get brought up, and I'm more like, okay, yeah, maybe life isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I had that many times when I was feeling very down, especially with depression, that I didn't want to get out of bed or something like that. And then I just thought, I'm just going to go have a shower, put music on,
Mm.
and put something like Boomery or something like that. Just to,
Yeah. Bill
and
Murray's
then,
pretty country though, isn't he?
yeah,
Bill
yeah,
Murray
it's,
is
it's
very
quite
country
country.
metal. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. I find it very dancey and very bring your mood up to happiness more than I
Yeah.
tend to do that with when I'm feeling that my depression is flaring up or whatever for some reason. But yeah, it's great. I felt it, but I still find it fascinating because there's so much that we don't know about the human brain, you know what I mean, and effects and stuff like that. And hopefully in the future we're gonna have a little bit more knowledge on everything. So, meaning people use music intentionally or not to vent, to escape, and to stabilize
Yeah.
your mood. What do you listen to when you're not okay?
When I'm not okay, oh, when I'm not okay, I listen to "I'm Not Okay" by My Chemical Romance. No, I don't. Although that might be one of the songs that I do listen to. Okay, right. So when I'm in a really down mood, it depends really. It depends on my mood. So if I'm in a down mood where I'm angry, I would listen to angry music. So my main go-to would be Knocked Loose. I'm a very big Knocked Loose fan. I'm really
We're
looking
gonna see
forward to
them
seeing
at Slam
really
Dunk.
looking forward to seeing them at Slam Dunk. So yeah, if I'm in a bad mood and I feel like kicking stuff, but not necessarily go and kick stuff, then I would listen to Knocked Loose because I feel like that technically calms me down. Somebody shouting in my ear about politics. And then what else? If I'm in like a sad, I think actually thinking about it now, I would listen to music that relates to my mood. So I would not listen to calm music to calm me down in an angry mood. I would listen to angry music to calm me down when I'm in an angry mood. And if I'm in a sad mood, I wouldn't listen to happy music to boost me up. I would listen to sad music
Sad music.
to keep me to 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 build me up.
Yeah,
So it's not like I'm going for the opposite. I'm going for the same. So sad
yeah,
for sad and angry for angry. And if I'm just in an upbeat mood, then I would just listen to really upbeat music.
yeah.
So yeah, I think in answer to your question, what I listen to when I'm down, I would listen to sad music. Yeah.
Okay, so is it fair to say that on your mood, depends on your mood,
Hmm.
you put something on and then you
Yeah.
feel understood, you feel connected, you feel
Correct.
like, oh, like for example, even when I'm happy, I listen to music all the time. Like I'm sad, I'm listening to music. I'm happy, I'm listening to music. I'm blah, I'm listening to music.
But
There's the blah
does it not
moment, right?
does it not depend on what mood you're in though? Because you've got your sad, you've got your happy, you've got your angry, and then does it not depend on who you're listening to at that particular time? Like
Yeah,
Bill Murray might be the time when you're in a happy mood, but then when
yeah,
you're in a sad mood, you might be listening to the I Prevail song that you were just talking about.
yeah,
Like
yeah. So as you know, Chris, I've been through
a
a
lot.
little bit of a yeah lately. And I don't want to get into it. So recently, this week mainly, I guess, I've been listening to a lot of the song "Dark" from Catch Your Breath. You know how I feel about
Track.
Catch Your Breath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great song. But I can relate. I can relate a lot to that song because of the moment I'm going through. When I was going through my divorce, I was listening to Let Me Be Sad for the longest time. I was still listening to those songs because I wasn't ready to be in that relationship anyway. So I make mistakes. So yeah, but again, there are days that we are blah, right?
Yeah.
Your mood is not happy. It's not, you're just blah. But I'm
Mm.
still listening to music. And sometimes, depending, because sometimes I'll use the Spotify DJ, and sometimes I just press DJ, and whatever the song that comes up, it just shifts my mood to that song.
So I think the mood of, or the genre of the music, or the mood of the music matches or will match the mood that you are in, because as you said, it's somebody understanding how you're feeling at that particular
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, but as I said, like, I normally, if I have a very strong feeling, or then yes, I will do what you do. I'll put it what I feel like listening to. However, it's not every day that I wake up that I'm like, oh, this is how I feel today. Let's just put this on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just wake up with a song in my head and I just need to listen to it. So I was just like, oh, shit, haven't listened to the song in a long time.
Yes.
I need to listen to it right now.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to like, and then sing the song. And it's like, shit, I need to listen to it. I need to listen to this right now. So yeah, it's weird. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what I feel like it. So DJ, please. Okay, so now one of the best parts of being in the metal community, the sense of belonging, isn't it? The whole gigs and festivals and all that. So there are 900 plus studies to show music improves your well-being and reduce loneliness. Meaning gigs aren't just for fun. They create connection, shared emotions, and belonging, which is like when people say, oh, it takes a village to raise a child. It doesn't anymore, isn't it? Like, where are the village? Are they coming now? Do I need to make an appointment? Because I'm in need.
Yeah.
So yeah, the sense of belonging for me specifically is, it's a big thing. It gives me such a sense of self of, yeah, this is where I belong. This is me, and proud of, I think I spent a lot of years of my life being very insecure about myself, and I now 41. I am very secure that this is where I belong. This is who I want to be, and it's. And if any, I don't know if you are in this stage of your life, but if you're not, just wait for it. It comes with age.
I like the sense of belonging and the community. I feel it easy to go and talk to somebody at a gig than I do to go up to somebody at the vegetable aisle in a supermarket, because
Do you talk to people in the vegetable
not
aisle in the
really, but this
supermarket
is just
window?
this is this is just an example though, right? Like, I don't like going up talking to, I don't know, an ASDA supervisor or an ASDA person who's working there to ask them where the, I don't know, where the beans are. I hate going around talking to people like that. But if a person at ASDA was with tattoos and fucking, I don't know,
Blue
piercings and
hair with dreadlocks.
blue hair, like we're talking, yeah. If that person was working at ASDA, I would easily just go up to them and say, "Oh yeah, can you tell me where the fucking beans are?" But in at festivals, I can have conversations. I can make friends. I've built friendship circles at festivals. I've built friendship circles at gigs. It's so easy just to chat to people because they are a very kind community. They're just generally nice people. As in my experience, they are just
The
genuine
scarier the
people.
look, the more lovely they are. That's
Yeah,
how I feel.
yeah.
So when we see each other at Slum Dunk Download, please come and talk to us.
Well, when we don't look scary, so people
Nah,
probably just come up to us and anyway. But we are nice people
we
anyway.
do
So
attract weirdos as well.
yes, we do.
Okay. No, now I need to ask you a few hard questions.
Shit.
Yeah. So there's no stats for us right now. Yeah. It's just being, I want Chris to cry, I guess. I'm,
Oh no.
I'm joking. So when did music help you the most?
Music helped me the most. Oh, this is a very on the spot question, Marilia.
You
Okay.
should have read what I prepared.
Yes, I should have. I should have. When did music help me the most? Okay. I would say it's helped me during my downtimes. I've had a number of downtimes, especially in the past 3 or 4 years. It's helped me get through breakups. It's helped me get through other bad times that I'm currently going through at the moment. And it's still helping me today. So I think that in the last 4 years, I've experienced a lot of depression and anxiety, more so than anything that's happened to me in my life previously, because I thought that I was perfectly fine up to a point. But then music seems to have just helped me throughout the past 4 years. So I would say in the last half a decade, it's probably helped me the most.
So what do you normally listen to when you're overwhelmed?
When I am overwhelmed, so yeah, if I've got a lot on my shoulders, then I would be listening to just mainly, I wouldn't say it's really angry metalcore. It's probably, I'll give you some example bands like Dayseeker, Bad
So the
Omen.
light or
Yeah, the lighter.
more
So
light.
it's like, I know that Dayseeker and Bad Omens can like go into a more melodic. Yeah, it's like melodic. It's so they could go into more melodic ballad type of thing, but they can also come out and give you like a punch in the face with
Some
their,
nice
yeah,
screams.
with some
Yeah,
like
yeah.
brutal fucking screams. So I'd give, like, the example would be, I started listening to Windwalkers. Windwalkers are an amazing band, by the way. If you've not listened to Windwalkers, check them out. They are amazing. Melodic with a hint of punch. Windwalkers, Bad Omens, Dayseeker. There is another one that's on my, oh, Catch Your Breath. We've already mentioned Catch Your Breath. So they all fall into the same category. So if I'm feeling overwhelmed because they have a mix of emotions in their songs, they tend to help me the most.
Amazing. Yeah. And can you give us a song that felt like he's understood you?
Euclid, Sleep Token. You know, it's the final song on the Take Me Back to Eden album.
Yeah. I would say that a song that understood me, it would be Take Me Back to Eden.
Yeah,
Eh,
so I think the Sleep Token seems to be a very understanding band. The
Yeah.
I mean, Vessel seems to bring out every emotion in every song.
It's
It seems
amazing
to it
because
seems to,
it's like a roller coaster as well, isn't it? It's like you
there's
have
so
like
many ups
very
and
melodic.
downs.
Yeah,
It
no,
seems
I
to
love
it
it.
seems to just cater to everybody. Well, it feels
Yeah.
like it caters to everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously there's people out there that are Sleep Token aren't metal. Well, maybe they're not metal. There was actually a guy who said, I think, who was it? It was Will Ramos, the lead singer of Lorna Shore.
Yeah.
So Will Ramos says, you're only saying they're metal because you think they're metal. Sleep Token have never said that they are metal at
And
all.
to be fair, for me, it's not about if it's metal, if it's not metal, if it's metalcore, if it's deathcore, if it's new
Mm.
metal, if it's heavy metal. Obviously, we do have all those categories of metal and stuff. Do metal, you can have a proper list of it, huge. It's just what it gives me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like what I want to listen to and what is going to emotionally regulates me and how I feel like it. And it helps with my mood. It helps me with my mental health. It helps me with, even when I'm feeling happy, I can express that in a way on the music that I listen to, in a way
Yeah.
that is just me. It just makes me feel like, yes, this is okay to feel. This is
Yeah.
okay to be like this. You know what I mean? So screw the whole label shit. You know what I mean?
There is so many
Yeah.
genres in Sleep Token's music. They have rap, they have rock, they have
And
metal,
now
they have,
Jess.
yes, jazz. Exactly. It
Yeah.
all works. It all
It
works.
works. And the
Yeah.
the beautiful thing about it is that they mix all this up together and it's still beautiful. The songs are
Mm.
amazing. The lyrics are heart fulfilling and it's just beautiful. It's proper art and I love art. So okay, so does heavy music make people worse? So there
I
is
think
literally 0% increase in anger in studies. And music helps regulate, heavy music helps process, and people use it to cope. Music isn't just about something we listen to, it's something we use. And heavy music, it's not a problem, actually. It's often
It's
a
a
release.
solution.
It's a
It's not a
solution, it's a
problem. It's a
release.
solution. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, do you have anything else to add?
I don't know. It's been amazing. Honestly, it's always been a pleasure doing these. I actually really looked forward to doing these recordings again on Saturday. I woke up in a very excited mood. I'm here in my studio recording with my best mate. So right. Overthinkers, metalheads, neurodiverse people of all ages. This has been Breakdowns and Breakthroughs. I am your host, Chris.
And I'm Mary, and it was lovely seeing you all. See you next time. Bye.